Hey, welcome to the second week of May. We've got another short one this week. Just got bread and garden. We're going to start with some Classic Miche bread, which is a large whole wheat sourdough loaf. Should be a good time. And then we've got a bunch of stuff to plant in the garden. Almost everything. So yeah, let's get right into it. All right. I got gloves on because I cut myself out in the shop, not in the kitchen. So what we got here is a pre-ferment that I started last night. There's a whole bunch of wheat flour in here, water, and some sourdough culture. It is very, very fragrant, but it's nice and bubbly. We're going to add some water to this. And y'all know the claw by now. We're just going to squeeze it. And then we'll start clawing it. Now we'll just stir it. All right, this is what we got going on. It's kind of mixed up, but it's kind of lumpy. It's like lumpy pancake mix. Now we're going to add all-purpose flour, and then a little bit more whole wheat flour and salt. And we're going to mix this up until no dry spots remain. All right, so you can see how this just falls apart. Because there's bran in the whole wheat flour, that bran is sharp, and so it cuts up the gluten structure as you're mixing it. So you don't want to mix it too much right away. What we're going to do is let it sit so that the bran soaks up all that water, and then the gluten can form and create that nice stretchy dough like we love. So we're going to cover this and let it sit for 30 minutes. All right, it's been 30 minutes. We're going to give this 10 to 12 bowl folds. Yeah, there is no structure at all to this right now. But by the end of this, there's going to be some. 12. All right, there isn't much more. You can see it still tears apart pretty easily. But that'll get better over time. We've got 3 more folds to do, so got 1 more stretch and fold and then 2 coil folds. All right, we'll let this set for another 30 minutes. All right, round 2. My cut is actually on this hand, so I only use this hand, so I don't need the gloves anymore. Stretch and folds. Round 2. We're going to do 6 to 8. You can see now it's got a lot more structure. Yeah, that's nice. All right, another half hour, we'll be back for some coil folds. All right, another 30 minutes. Now we're going to do a coil fold, which is actually quite difficult in this container, but we're going to do it anyway. I'm going to wet my hands. Just kind of run our fingers around the outside for a minute, just to release it from the outside. And then I forgot to turn off the water. Pick it up, kind of fold it over on itself. And then we're going to turn it and then do it again. Oh, that picked up pretty good. See how that's stretching out a little bit. Fold it over. 1 more. This is actually going a little better than the last time I tried this in this container. All right. Now we'll let it set for another half hour and do that again. All right. Last coil fold. It's rising pretty good already. Yeah, that works. We'll just do that. It's basically the same motion. All right, just gonna kind of fold it over underneath itself just to create a little bit more tension. Now we're gonna cover it. We'll let it rise for 1 to 2 hours. All right, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, But this is a very large loaf of bread. So we've got a pretty large operation going on here. So I've wet a towel and I'm sprinkling wheat bran on this pan to roll the top of the dough in. So we're going to set this off to the side for a minute. All right. So it's been an hour and a half. This is ready. Let's get this guy out onto the cutting board. Oh, that actually went quite well. So we're going to shape this into a round. So like this, just going around, bringing it into the center. I'm gonna need some more flour. I need to dry my hands first. This may be quite interesting, actually. All right, we're gonna need more flour. Bring some more of it into the middle. I'll need my bench scraper. We're just kind of trying to tighten up the top here so that I can actually roll it. All right, we're getting there. All right, so I've got this 10-inch skillet. Because this is such a big loaf, I got this 10-inch skillet. With that, I just need to sprinkle it with flour. Okay. So now we're going to take this, set it on the wet towel here, and then we're going to dip it in the bran, and then we're going to set it right into the pan. Wish me luck. Okay, all right. So like that, trying to keep it together, then into the bran, and then into the pan. All right. And I'm going to bring the sides in. There we go. We're going to let that sit for another hour and 15 minutes. I'm also going to set the oven to 500 with my baking stone in and the cast iron skillet underneath. All right, it has been an hour and 15 minutes. I got my stuff all set. We got this guy. Hopefully it doesn't stick too much. Yep, good. Now this is going to be fun and could be quite entertaining. I'm going to flip this out onto that. Let's just go for it. Oh gosh. Ish. Okay, let's get it into the oven. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. All right, that did not work. I definitely didn't have enough cornmeal. Jeez, that's not going to be good. All right, so that was entertaining. So I definitely didn't have enough cornmeal on the paddle, and I should have known that. And I loaded it onto the paddle wonky. So it's going to be an interesting bread. All right, after reading the directions, we're going to take this down to 450. It was at 500. And then it cooks for 50 to 60 minutes. So I will come back in 45 minutes and we'll see how it's going. All right, this might be pretty ugly. Oh boy. All right. Yeah, got a little bit of burning. Well, it smells really good, except for the burning smell.
Kind of looks like a turkey. Or a sloth or something.
Or like a ham.
Oh, yes. It's going to be delightful.
I bet it is. All right, let's see about eating this thing. Let's see about cutting this thing first. First, I need to cut this leg off. Looks pretty good. All right, now let's cut it in half. Wow. Yeah, that smells good. All right, let's try a little bit. Yeah, that's tasty. Next time I will make sure to put a lot more cornmeal on the pizza peel before putting it in the oven. But yeah, very tasty. Miche. So we're planting potatoes now. I just dug a couple trenches. We're just spacing these out 12 inches apart. So now that we've got the onions placed, we're just filling in, covering them up with dirt. Once they start to sprout and have a couple leaves, we'll cover them up with dirt again, and that just helps produce more potatoes. So we got potatoes down the middle. We're gonna do cabbage on the outside of this bed, and then onions on the outside of that bed. All right, now we're just gonna dig a hole with our hands, plop her in there. All right, cabbage planted. Now we got onions. Doing every 4 inches. You just kind of fold the dirt over them, and they'll figure it out. Snuggle them in there a little bit.
Oh, yes.
All right, onions in this bed. We're going to be putting onions in pretty much every bed, I think.
They're companions with everyone.
Yep. All right, now we got celery. We're just going to put 3 in this pot. We'll do 3 here too. This is definitely not the best soil down here. I top dressed all these beds with some compost that we got from one of Berta's co-workers. And then I mixed in a little sand with it. And that'll start to break up all this hard soil. Over the next couple of years, we'll have some real good dirt in these beds. All right, celery done. Now we're gonna plant a bunch more onions and be back.
All right, that was successful. We actually had to add onions in another spot, but it works out well because we have chives over there. We have a pretty professional way of watering around here. So we planted 200 onions, tomatoes, peppers with the onions, they're buddies, then onions with the potatoes and the cabbage. They're all buddies. Onions with the chives, they love each other. Planted some marigolds and celery. Our peas are coming up already, which is super great, and carrots are looking a little iffy on if they're gonna make it. That's what we got for you. So we will see you next week.